Well, it is all about JBU by Jambu, a name we know and trust and love. We'll take a look, if you will, at our models. How adorable, fashion-wise, okay? We're talking about a fabulous hiking style boot that looks like designer quilting, if you know what I mean there. Great color choices. We have medium and wide width, and here's what I want to stress. We are looking at a one-day only price of $59.99. Anywhere else, this boot is over $100. Hands down. This is the price of a shoe, not of a wear now, get out of the box, ready for, you know, rain, snow, whatever it may be, sleet, doesn't matter. Everything is gonna repel right off. Basically, for $20, we are gonna ship these out to you. Right now, we have most sizes, and I'll reiterate that, running from 6 to size 9.5, solid size 10, 11, and 12, and medium and wide width. There is your burgundy. We have this available also in the classic black. We're gonna showcase to you, here it is in the stone white. How great is that, water resistant? I'm wearing this navy blue, which I love, and it's a true navy blue. It's one of the hardest colors to find in a boot. And then lastly, we have the tobacco, which is gonna be your perfect neutral. Let's bring in our special guest, Laura Duffick. I read it right there. It's so good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, too.
This today's special. Are you kidding me? All right, How many right now, Dre? Because it's only a little after 11 o'clock. Since midnight, over 11,000 gone.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, and for good reason, right?
First of all, I have to tell you, happy anniversary. 30 years I've been watching you.
Thank you.
From
and
another
you
place,
too.
watching
My goodness. And you're, what, almost 30 years as well?
Yeah, just about that. And it's so great to be with everyone again, back in the studio and sharing time with you on the air. This is from a company that, first of all, it's a national brand.
Yes.
But this boot, we've teamed up with HSN, is exclusive. So you cannot find this anywhere else. Today, it's a big deal because HSN and Jambu got together and said, let's blow it out of the water. Let's do bonus after bonus after feature, including waterproof up to the line, up to the seam right here, then water repellent on the shaft. We're gonna include in a gusseted tongue right here, so that keeps out the moisture. You've got all of the fashion with the quilting, with the wool blend along the top. You've got the laces, and the laces are really cool, Lynn, for a reason that when you do these, you're gonna custom fit this. It's about 10¼ inches at the top, the opening. Once you put the boot on, you're gonna custom fit this. Do you want it open a little wider? Do you want it really tight? And then once you lace it, forget it, because there's a zipper on the side.
I love that.
Isn't that fabulous?
So easy to just slip right into.
And then you get the custom fit.
Right.
Because not everyone wants the boot to fit the same way. I may like it looser, you may like it tighter.
True, true.
So now you can do that, and on the inside, now they're calling this micro terry. That's called faux fur.
I'm saying faux fur.
Oh
I
my
am with you, Laura. Yes.
Okay, so the biggest question I've got, Lynn, and since you're a Florida gal, you know what the question comes out? Are they warm?
You know what? Here's the amazing thing. They're breathable.
They
is what I
are,
would say.
yeah,
That's the neat thing about it. I mean, as a fashion boot, they're adorable. And because it's Jambu, we can also say American Podiatric approved, right? And that's huge.
It is big, and it's not, you know, it's not something we take lightly at Jambu. That means that the insole, which is a memory foam insole, by the way, the insole, I gotta open this up because this is something we did very different this time.
Quick update on the Navy real quick.
Sure.
I have fewer than 800. And that's for the rest of the day. That's most limited. We are incredibly, incredibly busy right now. And if you are new, people are ordering more than one. They know it. I mean, this is Jambu. You don't find Jambu boots.
Yeah.
Even at our HSN price, which is normally like $90, 80-some dollars, or $79 on special, not at $59 now. I can't stress that enough.
Well, I think because we did so many great colors, I think there are people stand back and go, look, I've never tried burgundy. I'm not trying burgundy at an over $100 price tag. But guess what? At $59.99, I'm adding burgundy into my wardrobe. We've priced it so right that I think you may try a color that you never ever thought you would. Or, like you said, I'm thinking about 2 colors. Yeah, that pushes me over that $75 mark.
That's right.
Share with everyone.
Once you go ahead and you spend $75, you've already did that, in your cart, you're at free shipping and handling
So
for the
fabulous.
remainder of the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be this today's special and then one other purchase, but I always say, listen, make the most of it. I have been.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I go in, think about all the different gifts, boom, put them in my cart. It's free shipping and handling.
Love it.
And then it'll start the next day. I don't even know when that ends, actually, but I know it's available right now, right here, most importantly. We were talking about the inner sole
So
here,
the
too.
inside, when you've got that micro terry and you've got that faux fur design on the inside, everybody, what we find on the insole is memory foam. That's what we're known for, is memory foam. Is there arch support? This is something that is a traditional memory foam insole, but I say traditional for Jambu, but what we added in at the bottom was EVA. So we did EVA, which is in athletic shoes, so it's a shock absorber. We put that at the bottom, so when you're walking, which is really kind of pounding on the feet, you've got a shock absorber on the inside and then memory foam on top of it, so it cushions the foot. That's why these feel so good when you put your foot on the inside and then the outsole. All Terra traction. When you look at the bottom of this boot, there are some winter boots that just have like a striation or some lines, and then they call that a winter boot. These are like lugs on the bottom. Now, does that make the boot heavy? That's the first thing that one of the models said to me, is they're not heavy. For a boot, they're not heavy. They're not those big, thick biker boots that weigh a ton. We kept them lightweight, but with that All-Terra traction, that's to grip snow. That's to grip wet grass if you're going to a football game and you're tailgating and you want to be able to have that traction. And by the way, we trademark this. You know why you trademark something? Because it's so good you don't want anyone else to have it.
I agree.
That's what we did with our All-Terra traction.
Now, you mentioned snow, and you mentioned rain, and we mentioned sleet, and especially black ice with having that outer sole.
Right.
Let's showcase, if you don't mind, Laura, to everybody who is just tuning in. You know, I always talk about, you're a Minnesota girl, I'm originally from Philadelphia, and I say, back in the day, we never had options like this of high fashion, good for you, ultimate, no break-in period whatsoever, comfort in a boot.
That's it.
So you can see, it just beads up, it repels.
It repels. This is waterproof. Once again, I want to show you right up to this line, this stitching here, from the bottom up is waterproof. This is water repellent. So you can see I'm even dipping the toe in the water so that if you happen to get in that puddle, all you're going to do is wipe this off, and that's it. But your foot on the inside is still dry, it's still comfortable, it still has a warmth to it. So now you're seeing the three great features in this, which happen to be that gusseted tongue, and I'll show that to you, the water repellent and the waterproof. So let's talk features and benefits, because anything in this world that has a bunch of features, let's talk like a car.
Yes.
If the car has a lot of bells and whistles, guess what? Cha-ching, 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 it costs more. But that's true for everything. You could go out and buy a computer. If it's got more bells and whistles, it costs more. So now with the Summit, it's got all these bells and whistles, including the quilting and the faux wool blend and the nubuck. This is a faux nubuck. This is our man-made material. Why do we do that? Because it's durable.
Absolutely.
And it's strong and it's gonna last. When you have all these bells and whistles, that's why this boot should be well over $100, if not more. So today, $59.99. I love Sarah Anderson last night when she went, that's the price of a shoe.
It is. It really, she's absolutely right. Okay, here's the scoop. Here's what's happening. We are super busy. I want to go through colors once again. Talking to sizes. I know we're getting limited, have sold out of several sizes in many of the different colors, and it's still only 11 o'clock here, so I would not wait on here. Burgundy, black. This is this stone white. Stone white, which I love.
Yes.
I mean, it just, especially during the winter season, it brightens everything up. We'll showcase that on the girls in a minute. Absolutely navy. Could end up selling out by the next airing, okay? Wouldn't surprise me. Most popular on the day has been that tobacco color. That's your great neutral. Here's the scoop. If you're just tuning in, it's our very best value of the day. I don't think it's gonna last throughout the day. That's what Laura was saying to me earlier. She said, I have a show tonight with Suzanne at 11. I go,
Yeah, you may
I
want to
don't
make
know
other
if that's
plans.
that may not, but there will probably be a this day only, so that's something else. But the other great thing is that could be possibly free shipping and handling. Remember, you pay $75, and that's a couple purchases. You're getting free shipping and handling for the rest of the day. We've never done anything quite like this from Jambu. It's been one of our #1 brands in footwear because it is. It's good. It's proper footwear. I mean, we get away from that. Anything that has that, you know, American Podiatric seal or approval.
Right.
You know, you don't think style. You don't think comfort. Speaking of style, look at Jamie. Okay, Jamie, how cute. Just a pair of jeans, cute little sweatshirt, and then she has that pop of that stone color, which is almost like an off-white, wouldn't you say?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you know what?
love
I
it.
even have some pictures, guys. I went to a pumpkin patch.
Oh, cute.
And I put the white boots on, and you can see styling it with black and color and purples, and you can do so much with that white. And you know what? If you get a little scuff, like I did at the pumpkin patch, take a microfiber cloth and buff it. That's all you have to do. So it's simple and easy. These are meant to be worn. You know what? I learned so much when I'm here and I'm walking up and down the halls, because I've had more people stop. Now, these are Floridians, and they're looking at boots going, I love boots. And I'm like, you live in a sunshine state. And they're like, doesn't matter, we like boots. Do you know what somebody said to me that really hit home? In Minnesota, we of course have all different types of boots, because in January, we've got the, you know, Arctic boots that are, you know, when you're going through snow piles and it's 30 below. You may not need that type of boot depending on where you live, but you need this boot because it only comes up 6 inches on the shaft. So this is the winter boot that everybody can wear because it's not overdone winter boot. Yeah. It's a standard boot, but waterproof and repellent. Lynn, I gotta tell you a story behind this. That's me. Right there, folks. So I get a call from HSN Production on a Monday, and they're like, Laura, we need to see a picture of this boot in 2 inches of snow. And I said, well, that's great, and I am in Minnesota, but it's 80 degrees here today. And they're like, darn. By Friday, it snowed.
Get out.
Not kidding you.
Oh my goodness.
That was on Friday. I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it snowed. I'm out in my pajamas. That's my backyard. In the boot, in the wet, in the snow. My neighbor's like, what the heck are you doing? And I'm like, don't look, I'll be out in my pajamas. I gotta get this quick shot, but it just proves you slip on and you go.
That's it. I love that. That's a great story. And again, as a hiking boot, you certainly can. I mean, that's the thing. Most hiking boots are very utilitarian looking, where this is not. And I can't get over how lightweight going back. You would think because of the sole, the outer sole on here, having that lug detailing, but that's perfect because it's gonna grip the, you know, whatever type of surface that you're walking on, especially if you're worried about slipping, if it's snowing, if it's sleeting, it's black ice, you can't even see it. You want to have that kind of terrain, you know, that kind of grip of the lugs on the outer sole. But the bottom line is right now, this is out of the box. Here's the Jambu box, same box you would get if you saw these in retail. Perfect for holidays. We have extended returns going on, so that's another thing. If you get this home and say, gee whiz, you know what? I think I ordered the wrong size. And we'll talk about sizing. We have a wide range of sizing, but we say go true to size. But let's say, for instance, it's not. We have free exchanges too. So we'll take care, you know, the shipping for you to ship it back to us to get another size, or maybe it's a different color. But please shop with confidence. This is ageless, this is timeless, and let's show that American podiatric seal if we can, because that might be something that instantly resonates with you, because that's what where Jambu really started, right?
Right,
Like,
so 13 years ago,
yes.
Jambu is a family-owned company out of New York. We have women designers. I think you can see women designers in this boot because they've thought of everything. But what is the American Podiatric Medical Association seal of acceptance? It means that our insole, that memory foam, that EVA, the build on the inside as well as the build on the outside is good for your feet. So anyone who has foot issues where you say, boy, my feet hurt, I'm on my feet all day, you may look at this black and say, I have to wear a black shoe in my work environment, whether it's hospitality, whatever it may be. Look at what's gonna happen. You're just gonna see, if you just see the toe peeking out from a trouser, it's just a standard round toe box. So it's not gonna be anything that designates something completely out of the box or out of the realm to be able to wear in a work situation. So it's perfect for that. But that American Podiatric Medical Association seal, having something good for your feet, these are feet doctor. A foot doctor who looks at the bones, ligaments, and muscles of your foot every day and says, you know what? That works.
Exactly. We are super busy right now. We're approaching, is it 12,000 on the day? So I know that's a majority of the quantity that we brought in exclusively. A couple of other things we want to mention. There's the range of sizes, because we have not only our regular width, we also have wide width. So think about that in terms of right now, out of the box, you're going to be wearing these. If you are, let's say, a size 7.5 wide. I gotta tell you, Laura, it's hard to find those sizes in wide widths in general out in retail. So that is huge. I know we're sold out. I'll go back and try to update you where we are getting most limited, especially in the wide widths. So if you need that wide width, but yes, true to size for those who are just tuning in. I'm a 6.5, wearing a 6.5.
Can we go over here for just a second? I want to show everyone something since you mentioned. You're a 6.5?
Yes.
Okay. I have on an 11. And I want everyone to see there's not a big difference visually.
No, there really isn't.
And you would expect my boot, as anyone wearing, to be a bigger, thicker, heavier, bulkier.
Yeah, wider.
I would even say this like it almost would look mannish, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
And I can say that and you will understand. It doesn't look like that at all. In fact, when we stand side by side, you'd be hard pressed to tell which one has a 6 compared to an 11.
Wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Would not even, that's a great point.
So in the tobacco, I just want to point out the white racing stripe around the bottom, which really accentuates the vintage look of that faux nubuck. That's why the tobacco has been so super popular today. Love you in the navy, and I love it with the dress.
Navy. And navy is not an easy color to find in a boot. It's not an easy color to find, and if you look, I always like to put the navy and the black next to each other, because a lot of times it'd be like, oh, it almost looks like it's black, the navy. It's a true, true navy blue.
You know, that's a super point.
Yeah.
That there's like an inky black.
Yes.
Where you're like, depending on how the light hits it, no. If you want it to be navy, that is a true navy. I got a note from a customer on my Facebook page saying, navy winter boots? You never find those. So you were so right on that.
So true.
That you can't find those. That's the unique colors. And the burgundy, if you want to go through them individually, first of all, the burgundy, I'm just going to highlight what makes each one different because they are slightly different. The burgundy is going to have more of that berry color, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then you're going to notice that the racing stripe in this one is gray along the bottom by the outsole. And then all the quilting, the gray coordinates with the inside, which is that faux fur. The next one is the black. This is not, and I'm so happy they did that. When I got my sample, I was like, oh, thank goodness. They didn't do matte on matte on matte. You have the quilting that has the coordinating stitch, which makes it stand out. The faux wool blend on the top here, which is so soft around your ankle and the, upper portion, or the bottom portion, I should say, of your leg, of your calf, that's more of a charcoal gray, and then charcoal gray down here. So they added in these slight nuances to make the black more interesting than just a black boot.
Yeah, I see that. And then this is the stone. I'm loving this.
Okay, you are in such a category with so many people that went, oh my gosh, I want a white winter boot, but I didn't want to spend a lot. You're not today. You're not going to do that. Look at the stitching on this one. You're going to have the oatmeal color on the top and then gray on the bottom that matches the faux fur on the inside.
And the issue a lot of times, love the white, love that color, but it's like, oh my goodness, I get it wet, forget it, it's ruined, right? Or, God forbid, I step in a puddle, it's ruined.
Worries.
No, it's all water repellent.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the navy, we're saying that just...
And the navy is what they did with the navy is this is where they did more of the color coordinated so that all that navy stands out. It's very striking. They didn't break it up. I thought that was very wise as a designer to say, let's make it a strong navy appearance.
Really sharp. Okay, over how many, Andre? Just in navy already, close to 3,000 have been gone. Wow. And there's fewer than 700 already. And then our most popular is, of course, that tobacco color.
The tobacco, everyone, remember these are man-made materials. That means durability. It means that they're gonna last, that they hold up to the abuse of a boot. We put a boot through a lot of paces.
Sure.
We just wanna slide it on and go. This one's gonna have that coordinating racing stripe around the bottom, the wool blend collar that's in more of the natural. You can see the quilting stand out. You mentioned this right away in the beginning. That quilting is a huge fashion statement.
Absolutely.
And you do a lot of fashion shows, you would know.
Oh, absolutely. It's funny because our stylists were saying the same thing. Because I was like, Lynn, those boots are so adorable, like you said. And then, we were going through it. I said, they really are like a really high fashion forward look. But they're actually good for you, for your foot, and the most comfortable boots. And we've never done this price point for one of our fabulous boots from Jambu, especially with these great benefits or features.
And I think that there are a lot of people at home where it's resonating. Look at all the fashion elements that we have. The faux wool collar, the tumbled faux nubuck, the microfiber terry lining on the inside. Fashion, fashion, fashion. Jambu, a company that's now coming up on its 13th anniversary. Once again, family-owned company. We focus on comfort because look, if it's not comfortable, we're not wearing it. It's true. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be a sandal, could be a shoe, could be a boot. If it's not comfortable, we're not wearing it. We focus on comfort, but it's outdoor inspired. We bridge the gap between the fashion, the function, and the comfort, and we bring it all together. This is that boot that you do not have to break in. It's already flexible. You have something that's gonna keep your feet nice and warm and dry. You know what, it's interesting, everyone, because there are boots out there that they will say, well, you can get our boot wet and it will dry, which is a really good feature. But what are you doing while that boot is drying? You're not wearing it. You're not putting your foot in that wet boot. The Summit is always ready and available for you. It's always dry, it's always ready to go, and it's keeping all that moisture away. I've got to show this gusseting because this, I didn't know that this was a big feature until I got my education on this, and it's something I didn't know to look for when shopping for a boot. You should open this up when you shop for a boot. This gusset right here, do you see how it's sewn across? So that there's no way moisture can get in all the way up to here. Didn't know that.
Interesting.
That is a big feature.
And have you ever had snow that does go in and it's the worst feeling in the entire world? We're gonna show it's how it's also water repellent. The other great thing, when I said no break-in period, it is the easiest boot because of that full zipper to slip your foot right inside. If you have more of an athletic calf and it's hard to get the higher boots, this is why universally it's the #1 size in a shaft, and so easy and so fashionable. But look what happens. It just beads right off.
It beads off. So remember, and I always like to point this out, it's waterproof up to this stitching right here. So from the bottom up to that stitching is waterproof, and then at the top here, it's water repellent. So we've got two things going on besides the gusseting, which I just showed you, that's really about keeping your feet dry. That's the point. And you know, with that faux fur on the inside, I thought it was a very good question. Are my feet gonna be warm? I don't wear socks with these.
See, yeah, I wouldn't either. You don't need to.
You don't need to.
You really don't, because they have that wonderful faux fur on the inside. Okay, couple of things. We're gonna go over with the models in just a second, but we are super duper busy right now. So if you can take advantage of hsn.com, that QR code, I love that little scan there. I'm so into that. You just put your mobile device right there and boom, it goes right into the page. You can, of course, download our HSN app. I just don't want you to miss out on these because throughout the day, we are gonna, you know, continuously remind you, all right, if you want the navy, we're sold out in this size and that, and I know we're sold out in many, many sizes at this point. Even though, we're close to 12,000, it's only not even 11:30 here on the East Coast. So if you are, you know, this is what we do. At midnight, every night, we do a brand new Today Special. And we always say, the early bird catches the worm. It's worth, if you can do it, staying up. This is absolutely over $100 Jambu boot anywhere else. Here today, we've never done a price point like this before. How exciting, at $59.99. When you shop using any major credit card, here's the beauty, it's $20, whenever your next billing statement is, but we're shipping these right out to you. We have a wide range of sizes, 6 through half sizes, 9.5. Size 10, 11, and 12, medium and wide width. If you spend $75, you're getting free shipping and handling. Many people have done that, I say that. It's a perfect time to think about gifting because these, let's just say is 60. If you get something else for $15, guess what, my friends? All day, free shipping and handling. Here's another opportunity for you. If you don't have our HSN charge card, which by the way is the bomb. I love that. It's my favorite card because we do so many great VIP specials. And so if you open up today, you could take $30 off. Can you imagine the Today Special? That would be, what, $30? Are you kidding me? Whoa.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, and then enjoy the great perks, of course, like today, where we're offering 3 FlexPay. If you have the HSN charge card, you can add another FlexPay. But you know what? It's all about style, too. And I'll be honest with you. I came in, and I thought, oh, I have a dress on today. There's no way I can show off this Today's Special. And then I put them on, I'm like, Absolutely I can.
You bet you can.
And here's the thing, you know, back in the day, and I'm sure, Lori, you can relate to this, being from the Midwest, you know, you would have a functional boot, right? That when you got to the office, you would take off that functional boot and change into your shoes, right? Because you're not gonna go around in your galoshes or whatever that look is that is a functional winter boot. This boot you could be in all day. So as we're looking at, we're showing you how cute with just, you know, black jeans, adorable.
Leggings,
that's perfect.
Simple. You know, you throw on your scarf, out the door you go. And you know what, the way the gals have done this, and we talked about this boot, the burgundy, looks very berry.
Carol, I love
and
that.
I love this.
Look.
It's not that deep, harsh burgundy that we think of. It's more berry inspired, which is so perfect for the season, right? To be able to highlight, I think navy would go great with that color.
Fantastic.
The tone of it.
Yeah.
The black, I think even brown, you could do a deep brown and it would look really sharp with that color.
Agree, and I love the pop of color like this because every one of our fashion brands this season, has done their version of that Merlot, that wine, that burgundy, but it doesn't, you can look at it as a neutral because it just pops. Because we get so caught up in black, right? I mean, I know black always is, incredibly popular. And our beautiful Jamie has, you know, going back, the navy, completely, again, all different looks. What size shoe do you wear?
10.
You wear 10. I'm in a 6.5.
11.
You're 11, and Carol,
8. Oh, okay, let's do the lineup.
So we have like, and this is the cool thing. I love the shaping on this. It's not heavy whatsoever, right? And you can see, we're all obviously different sizes. But look at, it's just a nice, sleek look. We gotta get Jamie's foot in there. Like, put your leg.
Stretch. Jamie, get in here. We're missing you.
There she is.
But look at how fantastic that is. The boot really doesn't change from the smallest of size to the largest of size. And I think that's where the fashion element comes into play. That you want something that looks sleek, but yet is comfortable. I think you mentioned to me, you said there's no break-in with this, that you felt comfortable right away. As soon as you put it on. That's a huge compliment to Jambu. That's what we're striving for. That's what we're going for. Folks, this is what the bottom line is. This is a shoe price. How many of us have spent $59.99 on a shoe?
Sure.
We have. This is a boot at $59.99. A boot that just isn't like, okay, it's in the shape of a boot. This is a boot, waterproof, water repellent. It's got that gusseting. It's got all the fashion. It's got the memory foam added in there for you, so it feels good when you step into it. It's got the EVA on the bottom, so it's a little bit of that shock absorber there, so it feels good. Even when you got a long day ahead of you and you're on your feet a lot, it's not radiating, easy for me to say, up the legs and to the hip. It's not doing that because we built in to that insole that comfort that's so important to you, and the fact that you've got something here that is designed. Now that's a 6-inch shaft. The opening at the top is 10 1/4. The heel is 1 1/4.
Which we love. It's like perfection all the way around. I mean, I can't wait for you to get these at home. I know we're super, super, super busy right now. We're gonna head back on over and talk about colors and what's happening in sizes. I know we're starting to lose quite a few sizes in many of the colors. We're gonna put a 2-minute clock up on the screen, and we are, like I mentioned, I know very, very busy, so many easy ways for you to shop with us.
Thanks, gals.
Here at HSN. HSN.com will be your best opportunity. That way you can look at the entire Jambu collection too, because we have a full hour and we have some really exciting things for you. But this is our best value of the day. There you go. Here, 12,000, close to 12,500 have now been selected. If you're new to this name, please also understand.
Wait a minute, it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
I know, I know, that's why I said, you're not having that show later tonight. I just have that feeling.
Suzanne.
I know.
Suzanne, we may not be together.
Well, and that's it, you know, with that, the thing, if you don't miss out, you know, we can't bring back more.
But that's the beauty, that's the beauty of the today's specials, and I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, not even the least.
It just dawned on me, it feels like it's in the afternoon, it's not
yet.
It's
still morning here on the East Coast, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, and here's the other thing, we're welcoming so many first-time shoppers. This is Jambu. This is where you see American podiatric seal, and you're right, they're podiatrists, that's what they do. That is because of the footbed in here and the uniqueness of having that. Again, that even though it was over there, it was bouncy. You can feel that almost like a little bounce back. That shock, it just absorbs with every single step that you take. Don't need socks whatsoever. You obviously can if you want to, but that is like a teddy bear on the inside. That's what it feels like, so plush.
It does, it feels so comfortable.
It does.
Remember, the laces have a very important feature on them. Not only do they look like that moto boot style, right? That's out there, the hiker boot style, but it's meant to customize. So if you want it looser, open up the laces a bit and then knot it. Do you want it tighter around? Then knot it a little closer. Your entry is the zipper. So once you set it to where you want it, you forget about the laces and you use that side entry. The other great part of this is the fact that when you open this up, and by the way, I need to show you, these are little grommets on the side here that hold those laces in place. So even that is extremely stylish on the side. Notice here, do you see all the moisture from when I did our little water test? Feel the inside, Lynn. Stick your hand right on the inside. Dry as can be.
And that yumminess, that plushness, even on the bottom on the insole, you feel that. We are very busy. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait for you to get these at home. It's our best value of the day. We'll ship them out to you. You'll have them in the next few days. If you're gifting, remember, you have until the end of January 2023, so shop with confidence with everything that you're purchasing. By the way, this has been one of the #1 top sellers from Jambu.